Have you noticed that everywhere you look, people are driving vehicles that look wildly out of their price range? I'm talking about brand new lifted trucks, luxury SUVs, fully loaded interiors, giant touchscreens, $80,000 price tags. The kind of vehicles that make you wonder if everyone around you secretly won the lottery except you. And then, the weird part happens. You find out the owner works a completely normal job. Maybe they're a teacher. Maybe they work retail. Maybe they're making roughly the same income you are. So how is this happening? Because mathematically, it shouldn't. The average person is not supposed to comfortably afford a $900 or $1,200 monthly vehicle payment. Yet millions of people are doing exactly that every single month. And once you understand how they're pulling it off, you start realizing something important. A lot of people aren't actually buying cars anymore. They're financing an image. See, the modern car market has quietly changed the rules. Years ago, a car loan was short. 3 years, maybe 4. Today, 7-year loans are normal. 8-year loans exist. Some lenders are even stretching vehicle loans close to a decade. That completely changes the psychology of buying, because most people don't shop based on total price anymore. They shop based on one number. What's the monthly payment? That's it. A $75,000 truck sounds insane until the dealership stretches the loan long enough to make the payment feel manageable. And that's where people get trapped, because lowering the monthly payment doesn't lower the cost. It just spreads the pain out over a longer period of time. In fact, many buyers end up paying tens of thousands extra in interest just to make the payment look smaller. But dealerships know something about human psychology. People react emotionally to monthly payments and emotionally to status. That combination is incredibly powerful. Most truck commercials don't even focus on transportation anymore. They sell identity. The ads show rugged mountains, construction sites, adventure, freedom, success. They're not selling a vehicle. They're selling a version of yourself. And once somebody emotionally connects their identity to a vehicle, logic becomes much harder to apply. Now suddenly driving a cheaper used car feels embarrassing, even if it's the smarter financial decision. And the craziest part? A lot of people making these massive car payments are financially stressed everywhere else in life. They cut vacations, delay savings, ignore retirement investing, carry credit card debt, live paycheck to paycheck, all while sitting inside a vehicle with ventilated leather seats and a panoramic sunroof. And then comes the real financial killer: negative equity. This is where someone owes more on the loan than the car is actually worth, which happens constantly now because modern vehicles depreciate fast while loans last forever. So people trade in their old vehicle, roll the leftover debt into a new loan, and start the cycle all over again. Which means some people are literally making payments on cars they don't even own anymore. That sounds insane, but it's become normal. And normalization is the dangerous part. Because once everyone around you has huge car payments, it stops feeling extreme. A $1,000 monthly payment starts sounding reasonable. Not because it is reasonable, but because people hear it so often. Meanwhile, nobody calculates the true cost. Not just the payment, the insurance, fuel, repairs, maintenance, interest, depreciation. A modern truck can quietly drain over 6 figures from someone's finances over its lifetime. And at the end of it all, the vehicle eventually becomes just another used car worth a fraction of what was paid. That's the part nobody posts online. You see the shiny truck. You don't see the stress behind it. You don't see the overtime shifts, the maxed out credit cards, the skipped investments, the financial anxiety. And to be fair, not everyone buying expensive vehicles is irresponsible. Some people genuinely love cars. Some use trucks for work. Some can comfortably afford them. But for a huge number of people, the vehicle has become a social status subscription with monthly payments attached. And honestly, that's exactly what the industry wants. Because if they can keep people focused on emotion instead of math, they can keep selling bigger loans forever. So the next time you see someone driving a brand new luxury truck that costs more than a small house used to cost, don't automatically assume they're wealthy. Sometimes it just means they signed a really long contract.